Hi, this is Diane from DianeCossie.com. I'm also the creator of the Project Lifestyle Club. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a module from inside my Canva Intelligence, How to Start Branding Your Business Like a Pro course, where I'm going to walk you through exactly how to create a motivational quote for Facebook using Canva. So I'm going to hand you over now to me on the desktop, where I'm going to walk you through the whole process. See you there. Hello, this is Diane again, creator of the Project Lifestyle Club, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a motivational quote like this one, branded with your hashtag, URL, Facebook page, whatever is you're driving traffic to, and branding. And I'm going to show you how this can be one of the easiest ways in which you can help yourself stand out in front of somebody's newsfeed or on Instagram. And really and truly, the key here is to select a high quality image, because you don't simply want to be somebody that's sharing other people's quotes all the time. Putting your own stamp on this is one of the best things that you can do. So I've tried and tested a lot of things over the years, and I've done, I'm going to show you more types of quotes further down in this course of all the sort of ways that you can do this. But for this one, I'm going to stick with a high quality image, text somewhere on the image, and how to get this branding into your Canva template. So we are starting with the Canva template, this one, social media 800 by 800. This will be absolutely fine for Instagram as well, because they only have square images. So the first thing I need you to do is head over to evernote.com, you'll see it here, and open an account if you haven't used it before. Then you need to create a notebook followed by a note and call it swipe file or quotes or something like that inside social media for your business. And what you can do is, the best place to start to look for quotes is Pinterest. So pinterest.com, pinterest.co.uk, depending where you are, is type into the search bar motivational quotes, and they will give you all of these other subheadings from that broad keyword term, and then they will put them into different niches. If you scroll along here, you can see they've got motivational quotes for kids, motivational quotes for study, motivational quotes for business, etc., to help you find quotes that are great. So one thing you can do is create a board on your profile to save them, and as inspiration for when you come back and think, how am I going to create content for the following week for social media? Or you can create a swipe file inside Evernote, so that you can then add notes, perhaps of when you post them, or which ones you've used. You can sort of put them in a different color like I do, and then you will always have a bank of motivational quotes from which to refer to when you come to be making your image for your motivational quote. So the other place to look for exactly the same thing is if you type into the Google search bar empowering quotes for women, or motivational quotes again, and then instead of the all selection here, you click images. That will pull up exactly the same sort of inside Google. And again, they subcategorize everything into inspirational, independent women, confident women, self-empowered. All of this kind of thing is just collecting ideas, but also noticing what makes something stand out. And this will come to you over time. You repeat this process time after time after time, and suddenly you will begin to be creating things that really stand out in the newsfeed, that can provide you with inspiration. The great thing about this process is that you will naturally then create everything better, because you're studying what works when it comes to images and how to format everything and what to do with the different fonts, what works in color, what looks great and what stands out and why. So the first thing after you've created collect about 10 in one session. Do not go over that or else you'll be there forever. Create 10 quotes, put them in your quote file, and then they'll become just words ready for you to add your own unique touch to. So forget what the others have done with it. This is all about what you're going to do with a quote. So we're going to use this one. Being still and doing nothing are two completely different things. It's a famous quote by Jackie Chan. So if you know the author of the original quote and it's a famous quote, please credit the original author. And I'll show you ways that you can be the author of your own words in tips later on in the masterclass. So being still and doing two completely different things to me suggests meditate. And a lot of people are into meditation, health and wellness today because we're all striving for a beautiful work-life balance. I like to call it #project lifestyle. And so I use this big stock photo.com. I've used it for years. You only need 1 credit for the size of image that you need for social media. You only hardly ever need the small one. And I've created quite a bank of content over the years, which looks a bit like this. And when you've got that content library, social media becomes so much easier because you're able to brand yourself all the time, help yourself and your brand stand out and become known for high quality motivational quotes that inspire people, get you more likes, more comments and more shares, and the whole thing becomes much easier. So when you have an image, so if you have 0 budget, I'm going to show you one resource that's absolutely fantastic. There are others, but I think this one's the better one. So on bigstockphoto.com, I would be looking for something that enhances being still but not doing nothing. But I would also have in mind that people love the ocean. So this to me is pulling me for the same reason that this one in here pulls you in. It's the colors. So the colors are very soft and there's a darker background. So if you're using white writing, as I often frequently do, I will then think about, well, yeah, it's going on a darker background, so I need something to make the white stand out for me. So I will literally go in at this moment in time and download this one. In the small section, it's only it's 900 by 600, so it's going to be perfect for what we're using that for. The other site I would recommend if you have 0 budget and you want some fantastic pictures is unsplash.com. I'll leave the links in below the video. But on here there are absolutely amazing photographs that you can use, and as you can see, again, a lot of it is with the ocean. It's with being outside with nature and having a darker kind of color background so that people could look at that and feel like, yeah, that's who I want to be, because that's the sort of emotion you want to drive. So this would be fantastic. Obviously, it's been like 367 times. This would be really good. This would also be excellent because it's it would stand out in the news feed, which is ultimately what you want to do. So we've got that one downloaded. So when you've collected your quote, so we're going to just go into our blank social media 800 by 800. Just to remind you, that's this one. So I've already opened up a new one. It's going to close that down. And then what I'm going to do, the first element you're going to be using here is to upload an image. And once you've downloaded your image from either Unsplash or Big Stock or whatever photo place you use, you just simply need to drag and drop that image into the upload your images area. And that's as simple as it gets. Then you will, once this is loaded, the bar will be green and this will stop sort of joggling around. And then you just click on the image and it will appear inside the frame. Now, obviously, I'm going to stretch this a little bit so that it takes up more of the page and you can see more of the main image where we want to put our quote. So then I'm going to go and copy and paste the image, the quote, sorry, and I'm going to then hit the text button and I'm going to get the content on there first before concerning myself about anything else. Now, these are my selected fonts. If you refer back to the branding part of the welcome section, it will tell you there how to think about your fonts and your colors for everything that you do from now on. And I'm going to then take that up to here. So this is already in my font because I've selected that in Canva, but you can select any font from the ones that they show. And then, so at the moment, that is actually completely nice. It sits quite nicely with me. I'm going to be putting this in white. And then what you need to do is go to background. So with this, because it's quite dark, you can either leave it white and put your branding in black, or you can select a different colored background. So if I hit black, this will immediately change, and that changed to white because it's gone against the background. Or you can hit a gold, a green, a blue, but I think, to be honest, the black looks really nice. So then when you put your URL, you go back to text, subheading, and then I'll put my www.dianecossi.com. If that says that, it would be a miracle. There it is. dianecossi.com. And then you just position that. So just drag and drop. And then you might want to add either a hashtag or a logo. So in the upload section, to click on a folder that has got my logos in, I'm just going to click here. And then it's going to bring up my logos underneath. And then I will just simply select that one in, and then drag and drop here, drag it down to the size that you want. And to view this in what other people will view, you can select to make the image a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put this in here, but like I said, you could put a hashtag. You could put a Facebook page URL here. And if you want to see it at 100% and zoom in, that's what you do. So you can see that although that is obviously there, it's there in a subtle way. That's what you want the main thing to be the image. Now, as this is not standing out as much as I want, head over to elements, select shapes, and then add in a square, which is this one, and then the square will appear at its normal size. I'm going to cover the text with a square, and then I'm going to decide on the balance of size. Then I'm going to make this square a different color. So I'm going to select a darker color using the functionality of that square here. And then I'm going to make it at least 52% transparent. I'm still not done. We're just going to reposition that, and then we're going to go arrange to the back. And now you can see that the writing is much bolder on the picture, and I'm probably going to take it from 24 to 28 so that it's easily read, and I'm just going to select bold so that it looks even more. So when you see the quote, that's the finished thing, and you will then be able to download this exactly as it is and then schedule it on your social media, and you are literally done in literally minutes. That's how simple this is. See you in the next video. Take care. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up in the box below the video. Share it with your friends if you think it's going to help them too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips just like this coming your way each and every week. Take care. See you in the next video.